See, and this is how you do cheap chocolate. Hello, everybody. Hi everyone. I feel uggo today, okay? But we're gonna do this video anyway and we're gonna have a bit of fun, right? So, hello, welcome into another video. The Grammys, okay? The Grammys have happened, things were announced, people won, the fashions were interesting, so we're gonna discuss everything today, okay? So initially I was either gonna do a roundup of kind of like the awards, who won, whatever, or I was gonna do a fashion review roast because I just enjoy it, right? As always with these kind of videos, all of this is subjective, all of this is just my opinion. I know nothing, I have no reason or no merit to be doing any of this, but it's just a bit of fun, right? So if you don't agree with me, that is totally fine, I'm not asking you to, but I do enjoy sharing my thoughts on these kind of things just out of light-hearted banter. Okay, so it's not that deep. I just feel like the Grammys specifically, out of everything, it really brings the worst out in some stands. So just want to shove that in there, right? If you're gonna get your feelings hurt, you don't have to watch it. Okay, it's totally fine. I will understand. But yeah, with all that said, we are going to do a bit of everything today. We're going to go through all the winners and like the nominations and whatnot and my thoughts and all that. And then we are going to finish off with some fashiony moments. Although there is, I think, like over 200 people and outfits to go through. So it'll be like kind of what I see fit in terms of that. Because otherwise I think we'd be here for a long ass time, okay? I've got the full list here. Obviously, some of these categories I'm not going to know the artists or I'm not going to have heard the music, so I'm not going to be hitting on them as much, but I'll tell you what they are when we go through. Obviously, we'll start with Album of the Year. Okay, obviously, I know a lot of these. In terms of, obviously, as we can see, Taylor Swift did win for Midnights. Now, I'll start this off by saying I am a big Taylor Swift fan. I'm sure some people have just clicked off, but I will say I probably wouldn't have given it to Midnights if I'm completely honest. I love the album, I love Midnights, but I feel like there were albums on here that I think may have been a bit more deserving. I would have probably maybe given it to Lana. Now I know Boy Genius, people love their album, but I've not heard it, so I couldn't speak on them. In my opinion, I do love Lana's album, Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard? Obviously, bar the obvious interludes, I don't love them, but I think otherwise, I just feel like that album, I don't know, it's got a story, it's deep, the lyrics are gorgeous, the instrumental is like all there, so I would have probably given it to Lana, but I'm obviously very happy for Taylor. I love Midnights, I think it's a great album, and I know a lot of people are mad about it, but this is kind of what happens. Whenever Taylor Swift does well, people hate to see it, so that's not surprising that people are gonna come for Taylor Swift. Before we move on, we have to obviously talk about the fact that she announced her new fucking album coming out in April. Oh my God, am I excited. Okay, very excited. I might even post a reaction to it on this channel when it comes to it, because obviously I don't do music reactions anymore, but if anyone's gonna make me do one, it's gonna be Taylor Swift. So there is that. Record of the Year, Miley Cyrus won her first fucking Grammy, and boy oh boy, is it deserved. Right, I'm sorry, but how she didn't win any Grammys for Plastic Hearts, specifically, that album, wild. But I mean, if she's gonna win it for anything, the impact that Flowers had, snaps for that. Other people that I wouldn't have minded obviously seeing win, I would have loved for Victoria Monet to win that. I mean, I'm a massive fan of Victoria Monet, and I think On My Mama is an incredible song. Vampire, I liked it to begin with. It didn't grow too well on me, so it's understandable that she didn't win it for that. Now, if I feel like Get Him Back or Bad Idea Right, if that was nominated, I would have loved to have seen that win, because I think that would have been a really fun one. Taylor Swift Anti-Hero, I feel like that also could have easily won. And SZA Kill Bill, I know that was huge. I'm not a massive SZA fan, so I can't really speak too much on it, but I have heard that song and I do really enjoy it, so I wouldn't have been surprised to have seen that win either. And obviously, like I said, Boy Genius, I know they've been impeccable this year and had a great year. I just don't know too much about them. Best New Artist. Victoria Monet, she won, guys. And I was really rooting for her because she is such an incredible artist and she's put out such a good body of work so far. And obviously I've heard specifically Jaguar Part 1 and Part 2, and I love both parts. And I don't think anyone else on this list would have been as deserving, in my opinion. I feel like Victoria Monet has been grafting for so long, and it's just, you can just tell it means the world to her. So I'm really proud and happy for her that she won that. Now, I will say, I would have loved to have seen Ray nominated. Just saying. In place of any, like some of these people, I mean, I don't know some of them, so maybe that's why. But for example, Ice Spice, I know she's had a big year, but I would have preferred to have seen Ray on there because I think she's had also a very incredible year and her album is amazing. So I would have loved to have seen Ray on there. Maybe Renee Rapp. I wouldn't have minded seeing Renee Rapp on there also. But overall, very happy for Victoria Monet. Definitely deserved. Song of the year. Okay, interesting. So obviously we've got A&W, an incredible song. Anti-Hero, kind of expected. Dance the Night, interesting. Flowers, Kill Bill, Vampire, What Was I Made For? Obviously, What Was I Made For won. I like What Was I Made For, and I'm happy for them with the amount of like accolades that it is winning. I think it's great for them. I probably wouldn't have given it to What Was I Made For, personally. I would have probably given it to A&W, to be honest, because I think it's a very, very good track. But I do understand the emotional connection, obviously, to What Was I Made For. I completely get why it'd win. Oh, also, I forgot to mention I have got spot patches on my face, so please ignore them. Thanks. Best Pop Vocal Album. Oh, wow. Kelly Clarkson was nominated. Okay, so Taylor won again for this, for Midnights. For pop vocal, do you know what? I will say this. Let me change my statement from before. I think Midnights was maybe deserving for the first one. I probably would have given pop vocal to maybe Olivia for Guts, because she really served on that album. And I mean, I think I've heard Kelly Clarkson's Chemistry, but I've not heard it that many times, so I couldn't really say, but I know Kelly Clarkson can serve vocal. Ed Sheeran, no idea why he's on here, but I guess I've got to put a man in there somewhere. For me, I'm happy that Midnights won, obviously, great album. But for pop vocal, I would have probably given it to Olivia for that. Best R&B song. So SZA's Snooze won. I haven't heard it, so I can't say, but I'm very happy for her. Out of the ones that I have heard, I would have loved for Victoria Monet to win that, On My Mama. Love the song, I've said this. Halle was nominated. Wow, congrats, Halle. That is so good, and it's a beautiful song. But congrats on the nomination, my queen. Coco Jones, I've heard I See You Too. That's also on there. Nice. But no, yeah, congrats to SZA. I know she's had a huge year, so good for her. Best country album. I've not heard any of these in full. The only one I have any sort of recollection on is Zach Bryan, so I can't really speak on this, but congratulations to Lainey Wilson. I haven't heard any of that. Best pop solo performance. Flowers won. Wait, did Miley win 2? Miley's won 2 Grammys, Record of the Year and Pop Solo Performance. Wow. See, I would have maybe given that one to Anti-Hero. I'm very pleased for Miley, because Flowers, it's a great song. Fucking love Flowers. When that shit came out, I was bumping. But I think currently, I would have probably given it to Anti-Hero, but still, not a bad choice. I wouldn't have put Doja Cat's Paint the Town Red in pop solo performance, because is it not more classified as rap? Although I guess that song specifically isn't. I know the album is, though. Interesting. To be honest, I'm not mad at any of these winning. So good for Miley. Congrats, babes. It's well earned, and she's been waiting, you know. Best progressive R&B album. Okay, interesting. SZA won for SOS. Absolutely, good for her. I know that album's done really well, so I'm happy for her. I've not heard many of these. I've heard Janelle Monáe's Age of Pleasure. Now I love the Age of Pleasure, but obviously that's just more personal preference. But I think in terms of impact, SZA definitely deserved to take that. Best R&B performance, Coco Jones won. God, good for Coco. I would have maybe given it to SZA for Kill Bill. But no, I'm very pleased for Coco. She's won her first fucking Grammy. I'm assuming it's her first. Best folk, I don't know much about that. Producer of the Year, non-classical, Jack Antonoff won. I know Dan Nigro, obviously for Olivia's stuff, but I do think I would have probably given it to Jack Antonoff, so snaps for Jack. People give him a hard time, I think, but I don't really understand why. He's produced some incredible music, so good for him. Songwriter of the Year. I think the only one I know on here is Justin Tranter, so I can't really speak on it, but congrats to Theron Thomas. Best pop duo / group performance. SZA featuring Phoebe Bridgers, Ghost in the Machine. I've never heard of it. But, ooh, Labyrinth featuring Billy, Never Felt So Alone. I love that song. I'm actually quite surprised to see that nominated, but wow, good for them. Taylor Swift, Ice Spice. No, I wouldn't have given it to that. Prefer the solo version in my opinion. Lana Del Rey featuring John Batiste, Candy Necklace, that is a good song. Miley Cyrus featuring Brandy Carlisle, 1,000 Miles, also a good song. I think SZA and Phoebe deserved it, congrats. Best pop dance recording, Kylie won for Padam Padam. I love it. Now, I think I saw online people were mad that Troy didn't win for Rush. Now, don't get me wrong, love Rush. Right, Troy really did bits this year for the gays, so I would have loved to have also seen Troy win, but I think Kylie Minogue really, really fucking deserved to win for Padam Padam. I love that song. And before any of the gays start, like, calling homophobia, can we please remember that Kylie Minogue has been a long time ally and stan of the gays, okay? So it's not like it's a complete loss. Yeah, no, I love it. I love that for Kylie. I would have either chosen Kylie or Troy, and I'm happy for Kylie. Congrats, Kylie. Best traditional R&B performance. PJ Morton won. I don't know who that is. I would have probably given it to Victoria Monet, featuring Earth, Wind and Fire and Hazel for Hollywood, just because of what that song kind of represents. And I think it's a beautiful story, and I think it's a beautiful song. If not that, maybe SZA for Love Language, but once again, I don't know too much about anything else on there. Best R&B album, Victoria won! Miss Queen is sweeping a little bit, isn't she? Oh, guys, it's so deserved. It is so deserved. This bitch has been grafting, and it's an incredible body of work. And that's gonna mean so much, because like she had her daughter on that album, and it's won a Grammy. Wow. So happy for her. I can't really speak on rap, so we're just gonna skip past a few of these rap ones. Best song written for visual media. Okay, so so 4 out of the 5 are for the Barbie movie, so that's interesting. And to be honest, I would have given it to What Was I Made For this one. Best alternative music album. Oh, Boy Genius won. Congrats! I know it's meant to be an incredible album. I should probably listen. So I'm sure that's well deserved. I just don't know the album. I would have probably given it to Lana. So why did Jay-Z go on that rant about, like, I suppose because he had the mic? It's an interesting one for me, because I do agree that it's kind of crazy how she's not won Album of the Year, but at the same time, I don't think you necessarily need to be too sad about it, given that you're still the person that holds the most Grammys. You're just not winning the right ones in your eyes. So Jay-Z's whole speech and about the fact that some people weren't even deserving in the category, I think that's really unfair, to be honest. I think he said this in the speech. It's all subjective, and I'm sure there's politics behind it, right? So I guess you can't really say much about it, but I think it's weird that he would have gone on a rant this year about it when she hasn't released an album and she wasn't snubbed this year. I guess, did he not have the chance to talk about it last year, maybe? Bit of a weird one for me. She's still the most awarded person. Yes, Renaissance definitely deserved some awards, and I can't quite remember what she got last year. But that was a bit weird. I wanted to hit on that too. His whole speech was a bit uncalled for, in my opinion. It kind of gave Kanye 2.0, although I feel like Jay-Z did have a bit more of a level-headed mind, but yeah. Was there anything else that happened that was kind of crazy? Obviously, Taylor, yes, she announced her album. I will say, as much as I love Taylor, I don't think we need to be announcing albums every single time at award shows. And I understand why you would, because obviously people are tuned in. But, okay, should we do red carpet now, people? We're going to zoom through the red carpet, to be honest, and I'm only going to really speak on ones if I feel like they're either really nice and I like them a lot, or they're really bad. Like, these in-between ones that I'm a bit like, meh, I'm probably not even going to include in the video, I'm so sorry, but otherwise we would be here for several hours, okay? So, Tyler. Yeah, she looks gorgeous, very body, she looks beautiful, nice colour on her skin. Nothing crazy, though. Lana. Oh, this is so her aesthetic right now. It's giving very like, I'm a stepmom at a funeral. Those bangs are a bit too long in my opinion, but that's just me. I don't love a long bang that goes into the eyeball. But God, she looks gorgeous. She's really in her heyday, I feel like. She's having, like I said to my friend the other day, I feel like Lana's having like her second prime. It's interesting, because I feel like she had obviously her prime back in the day with Born to Die. And I feel like she's having like her second wind almost at the minute. And I'm really happy to see it. She looks really gorgeous. I love this all black ensemble. I think it's very well made. I love a little sheer glove too. Very dainty, very pussy. Ooh. Doja's areolas. All right, she said, let me show Nip at the Grammys. I actually really love this kind of like deconstructed moment. And I think this is quite a fun way of doing, wait, that's many tattoos. Surely these tattoos have got to be fake. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these will be fake tattoos. But wow, she looks really fucking cool. Love how we've paired the shoes with the lip. Oh, I should be ranking them, shouldn't I? Tyler, I'm not sure how you pronounce her name. I'm gonna give her a 6, nothing special, but she looks gorgeous. Lana, I'm gonna give her an 8, because I think it's beautiful. Doja, I like this as a concept. I like being able to see all the tattoos. I like the sheer moment. I really like this. She looks really cool. I actually think the glasses kind of make it a bit more secretary vibes. I'm gonna give her a 9. I think it's really sick. Janelle Monáe. Pretty bog standard black dress. Oh, it looks better in this video, doesn't it? Defo looks better in this video. Oh, it looks much more expensive in this video. Oh, the hair is really cool too. The slick down hair. The plunge. Okay, I'm so glad they've included this video because it looks much better while it's like in motion. I'm gonna give her a 7.5. Absolutely. Halle, wow. Wow, now we obviously see a lot of these like sheer dripping in jewels moments, right? And they can get a bit monotonous, but this is how you do one. Really gorgeous. I love the wet hair. I know some people are funny about wet hair. I'm not one of those people, right? Go for a dip, babes, and come to the Grammys. That's what I say. Love the fucking necklace going all the way down the bosom. She said, look at my boobs, go on. Drawing attention right there. She looks gorgeous. This is, and to be honest, I do think Chloe and Halle both, sometimes they can, like, I'm not sure if the stylists know how to dress them. So this is one of the best I think I've seen Halle look, if I'm honest. I think this is really beautiful. Wow. I'm gonna give her a 9 for that. That's really gorgeous. I'm not dwelling on black suits, I'm so sorry. Chrissy Teigen, not for me, sorry. Now, Taylor Swift, this is giving me kind of the aesthetic I'm seeing for the album and stuff, and I know how she likes to tie in the way she dresses at award shows and stuff for kind of like the era, right? We saw how she dressed for like the Midnights era, and I feel like the new era is going to be kind of like, obviously because it has poet in the title, like straight away I'm thinking Shakespearean, like poetry, academic, just not classy, because I think like classy is kind of like relative, but I do think a bit more like classic almost. I'm really intrigued to see what we're going to get with this new era, and I think this look definitely gives classic, in my opinion. It's not my favorite of her looks, but I think she looks gorgeous. I love the neck situation we've got going. I just wish we'd do something a bit different with her hair. Like, imagine this, but with like a cool fucking sculptural updo. I think that would have been a bit more successful in my opinion. And I think because we've got gloves, we've got a long dress, we've got a lot of fabric, I just think it could have been cool to see her hair up. I don't know. But I like it. I'm gonna give her a 7.5. Olivia in pearls. I like this for her because she's another one. Sometimes I feel like they find it difficult to dress her, and I think it's maybe to do with her age. I think sometimes they try and overdo it, and like it makes her look aged a bit. And I feel like sometimes it's nice just to like live in the moment of the age that you are. You know, like I loved her little fairy moment at the Met Gala one year. I just liked how playful it was, and I thought it really went with her aesthetic. Now this I think is a really nice way of doing a classic moment for her. I don't love the way we've got the pearls obviously bunched up towards the bosom, spread out, and then bunched up again at the bottom. I don't think we necessarily needed the bunching at the bottom. It would have been nice just to see the pearls or whatever it is kind of just disperse in general. But I think it's a very classic illusion, pretty bog standard, but she looks gorgeous. But I feel like the Grammys in general is somewhere where like we're all going a bit more formal almost, and I think this definitely serves purpose. I'm gonna give it a 7. Because like the top half, this is what I mean, look at this video. That top half is really beautiful. I just don't think we necessarily needed all the weight at the bottom. I don't think it really helped. Miley. Okay, she's serving. It's kind of giving Greek vibes, kind of like Greek goddess vibes. Like I could see like Athena in this or something. I'm not sure on my gods and their names, but she's giving like windswept, big bustly hair. I will say that tassel near the crotch, is it meant to be giving like a penis illusion? Because it's the way it's flapping around, it just makes me think of a flaccid penis, but maybe that's just me. But I really like this. This is a bold one for the Grammys. I like it a lot. Even down to the shoe, I really like that shoe. I don't know why I like it so much, but I really do. And I think this is a fun way of doing like a barely there dress, but in a different way than what we've seen before. I'm gonna give her an 8. I like it. It's bold. It's new. Summer Walker, feather, baby. Wow, it's a lot. I love the hat, I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like this is one of those ones where we could have taken one thing off, maybe. Maybe we do the massive hat, and maybe we do the feathery bosom. Maybe we do something different for the rest of the dress, because it's low-key giving Muppet or Abominable Snowman. But I do kind of live. Wait a minute. I'm gonna give her a 7. I appreciate the boldness. Is that Chloe? Chloe's also going really classy. God, they've really served for Chloe and Halle this year. She looks good. I really like it. This is a new hair color, or is that a wig or something? That might be a wig. I think we're wearing a piece. But goddamn, she looks really gorgeous. I'm gonna give her an 8. I am. Lenny Kravitz, to be honest, that is bold. It's bold for the Grammys. Fair play, my guy. Ellie Goulding? Hey, Queen. Okay, so this is giving elevated lingerie. And to that I say, it's always gonna be a win in my book, is that elevated lingerie is sickening. I'm not sold on the feathery, straggly, feathery things from the arms, but the rest of it, she looks very good and hot. Like what? Imagine her wandering in like this, like, oh, you know? Love. I'll give her a 7. A 7. Paris is giving spiderweb. It's cute, nothing crazy. I don't love that the base fabric isn't the same tone as her skin, because I'm unsure here whether we were trying to go for nude illusion or not. And I almost think it would have been more effective if we'd gone for a nude illusion underneath there. But she looks pretty. I'm gonna give her a 5. Victoria. I did see this on social media, I'm not gonna lie to you all, right? This is not the first time I'm seeing this. But I love this for her. She looks like a luxurious chocolate packet. Do you know, like a really expensive chocolate. She looks fucking beautiful, winning three fucking awards in this moment. I think it's a gorgeous one. And I think proportionally, like, the dress is quite busy. It's got a lot going on, so we've got the updo, you know? And that is a beautiful colour match on her skin. It's really, really gorgeous. And it's got the structure, it's got the boning. I really like it. I'm gonna give her a 9.5 for this. I really like that on her. Like, look, guys, look at this. Oh, what an absolute queen legend. Billie. Okay, so sometimes I really enjoy when Billie goes a bit out there and does something a bit different. This is not my favorite time she's done that. Okay, I don't love, and I understand we're here because we've got obviously the song for the Barbie movie. I get it, right? I get why we're repping it. I get why we're repping it. And I do appreciate that she does consistently do something different to most females at the Grammys, because obviously it just suits her and her aesthetic. And I love that. And I love sticking to her aesthetic. This is not my favorite. I'm gonna give her a 4. So sorry, Billie. It's just not my fave. Kylie. Oh, where's she gone? Kylie. Now, I love this for her because obviously red, her era was very red for Tension, and like Padam Padam specifically, obviously she was nominated for Padam Padam, so I understand why she's gone with red. It's not my favorite look, but I love it on her. Does that make sense? I just feel like she's like my mum, you know? I love this for her. Boy genius. It's giving waiters and waitressing staff, right? Sorry, divas. It's not for me. But fair play to them, you know? Fair play for doing something different. They don't look bad. I'll give them a 6. Wow. Alessandra Ambrosio. Wow. The body on that, wow. Like, it's a pretty basic dress. Like, if it wasn't for this material, I wouldn't be living. But it is this material. I do wish it maybe had a bit more going on. I'm gonna give her a 7. See, and this is how you do cheap chocolate. You know? Do you know how I was saying, obviously, Victoria, it was giving me expensive luxury chocolate? This is how you do quality street wrapper. Okay? I'm so sorry, Missy Mazzoli. Oh my God, CeeLo Green was at the Grammys. Why? What for? Sorry, CeeLo, but wild. Ed. All right. Well, I hope you had fun, my guy. Kelly Clarkson. Oh, I love this for her too. She looks beautiful, guys. She's looking beautiful at the minute. I've been keeping up with some of her performances and stuff. She's really doing bits. I think she's an absolute legend. She's gorgeous. She's a vocalist. I really, really like Kelly Clarkson. She stays out of the drama, you know. She's one of those artists that I think is just stellar for me. And she looks really beautiful. She looks so classic and nice. Like, don't get me wrong, like, if we're talking excitement, it's not the most exciting outfit, but she looks beautiful. I'm gonna give her a 7.5, just because, guys, it's classic. And sometimes, especially at the Grammys, that's kind of that's what it is. Right? I'm not expecting haute couture at the Grammys, you know? We don't need to see that again. God, this is an interesting one, isn't it? Christina Chirumbolo. What were you thinking, Queen? This might be one that I trust maybe had a better visual than what they're giving us here, but whoa. Curtains, okay, we're doing curtains. Oh, very cool. Now, this is one I know people are gonna hate, but why do I kind of fuck with that? Don't get me wrong, I do think it could have been an interesting cut. Like, I think give me maybe a like more tighter, more form-fitting fit on this. Like, imagine like a little, if the blazer was a bit more cropped, bit shorter, everything was a bit more straight, bit more form-fitting. Imagine the serve that would be. Like, the color palette is really cool. I really like this actually. Well done, Ludwig. I'm gonna give this a 6.5 because it's not the vision that I have in my head, which would have been like an 8 if it was that vision. But I think the color palette itself is just very cool. I just find these kind of outfits a bit tacky. Like, it's a bit costumey, you know? It just doesn't look the most expensive in my opinion, and she looks fucking gorgeous. That face, hello? I just don't think the outfit helps. I think it looks a bit tacky, and I'm so sorry, Ira. Oh, that's a very... Who chose this dress? I don't think this dress should have even been made because it doesn't look well made. Sorry, moving on. Moving on. Like H&M said hello. Sorry, Ashley Gawley. H&M boots. We're at the Grammys. And you're in a little summer dress at the Grammys. God. That's cool. Folake, I'm not even going to try. I'm not going to try, I'm so sorry. Oh, look, yeah, no, I'm not trying. But I think this is cool. Very cool. This is how you do leather and make it interesting. I'm not sure on the shoulder pads, just for me personally. I think it could have been cool just with a very structured blazer. But love it though. The suspenders, the high-waisted trousers, the cool buckles at the bottom, the square toe shoe, the bra, the necklace. I think this is very cool, bar the shoulder pads. Falake, you're getting an 8, babes. Oh, he gets himself everywhere, doesn't he? He gets himself where water can't. Caroline! Ooh, God, it's giving gothic demon woman. It's giving volcano eruption. I like it, Caroline. This is very her. Very different. Like, I couldn't see this on just anybody. Like, this works on her. Yes, it's a black dress, right? We all know this. We can see we've got eyeballs. It's a black dress. But it's a black dress with a Caroline twist. And I live. I really live. I'm excited to see more pictures for this. And I think my score might even be higher once I've seen more pictures. But I think for now, it's going to be an 8.5. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like this. Tiny. Oh, I like this. Brown is very sickening on the runway. Thank you, my guy. The hair looks really cool. I like the shoe. This is and I like how like the blazer is definitely oversized, but then they brought it down with the leg. And I like the little mesh peeping out. This is successful. Thank you, Tiny. Because I do just think in general, do some men just not know how to dress for their bodies? Maybe that's what it is. But this is a cool fit. Thank you. I'm going to give you an 8. Thank you. Oh, Phineas. This is one man that I feel like could really do bits, and he never does, really. I don't think I've really seen him do something really interesting, and I think he could, because he's kind of got like this alt boy aesthetic. You could really do something cool, Phineas. And I'm bored. 4. See, Claudia Solowski. Phineas's missus. She's doing some cool bits, Phineas. I will say, though, I think them two stood together would look quite cool. Very plain, very monochrome. Okay. I think, though, listen here. I think if Phineas had done a different colour, I'd probably like it more, because the cut was there. But it's just black again. Do something more than black, people. Like Claudia's giving. She's showing a bit of nip. It's a very simple dress, but this is how you do kind of a simple dress and make it effective and a bit more couture. I like it a lot, actually. Go on, Claudia. 7.5, Queen. What the fuck are we doing here? Lauren Daigle. This is what Weird Barbie should have been. You know? Ooh. Like, it does kind of baffle me how some of these people... Like, imagine these people next to people like Doja Cat. Like Doja Cat, Taylor. Just these people that are serving looks every time, and you turn up in a little H&M dress or a basic ass suit. Like, see, that's fun. It's ugly, but it's fun. Charlotte Lawrence. See, this bitch knows how to serve, and I've seen her serve before. God, she's at the Grammys. Good for her. It is kind of interesting to see who gets actually invited to the Grammys. CeeLo Green. You know? Not heard of him in a while. Charlotte Lawrence, love this bitch. Love her. And this is a dress. It's a dress. It's a panty. She's got the very sad girl alternative aesthetic, and this is just leaning into that flawlessly. This is how you do a sheer dress. I love the stark black panty. I think that really adds something interesting. I really do. I like it a lot. She looks gorgeous. I'm gonna give her a 9. I think I'm gonna give her a 9. I like it a lot. I kind of live for this. C3, Hit Boy, and Big Hit. I kind of live for this. I kind of fuck with how, like, he's wearing the jacket, he's wearing the pants. Like, all together, I think it's very cool. And the child how that child looks more cool than some people on this runway is wild. Don't get me wrong, yes, he's in a little tracksuit, but he's a child. At least it's a cool color and it fits him nice. You know, these guys look cool. You know what? I'll give it to them. 7. Huh? What are we doing, Mike? Maybe he had a breakout. Same sis. See, Coco Jones. This is a gorgeous woman. Coco Jones is fucking gorgeous. I just don't think this dress is helping. Like, she's beautiful. And like, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad dress by any means, but I would have loved to have seen her in something different. Because she's so gorgeous. What's these masks for? Was this like a thing? Was this like a memo that I didn't get or something? Dua. See, this is not my favorite for Dua either. I feel like she's another one that's like sometimes hit and miss. Okay, so plot twist. I actually really like this now that I've looked at more pictures. I think it's kind of giving like medieval chainmail vibes. Kind of a little bit similar to that Zendaya look from a few years ago. I'll put it on the screen. But I actually really quite like it now, seeing how it like reflects with the light and like actually seeing the texture a bit more up close. And I think it really works with the red hair. So I probably would actually give it like an 8.5 to be honest. So crazier turn of events here. Wow, she's a beautiful woman. Fuck me. Like, the dress is nothing. The dress is boring as fuck, okay? It's a nice dress, but it's boring. But whoa, she is gorgeous. Like, that is a face. That is a symmetrical face, right? Wow. Whoa. She's in a tree. Dawn Richard is in a fucking tree. So this is the thing. How do we go from people serving a basic black dress to living in a tree? I think we need to make it clearer sometimes, like what the expectation is for these events. Like, are we expected to serve a look, or are we expected to give you something classic and just simple? Like, I think some people need to understand the distinction. Like, what? Molly? What? Like, he's wearing a hoodie with nothing underneath on the runway, people. Wild. Like, that look, him in a hoodie wearing nothing underneath on the runway. That next to Doja Cat. It's not matching, is it? It's not matching up. Very cool. Seema Funk? See, cool. Give us something. Right? It might not be my favourite, but at least it's fucking cool. We've got a flare. We've got a furry fucking jacket. We've got shades. It looks cool, Seema Funk. Thank you. It's been a moment. Oh, don't do this to me. It has, it's done it to me. Guys, that's gonna be it. I was right at the end anyway. If I missed any, I'm sorry. But I was right at the end and it's just jumped me back up to the top and my phone's dying. So that is gonna be all for today. I don't even know whose my favorite was. I'll put on the screen here who my favorite was of the evening after I've properly dissected all these looks, but interesting mixed bag. I would love to get inside some people's heads, because I do wonder if some of these people actually like what they're wearing, or if they're just wearing it because they get told to. But I'd like to think everyone's gonna be like, yeah, I like what I'm wearing. But I just can't imagine someone selling a hoodie to somebody and then being like, yeah, that's fucking cool, mate. That's so cool. The people are gonna gag. You know, but I suppose some people aren't wanting people to gag. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's where we're at. Is some people just go for a good time and don't care about whether people gag or not. But if the thing is, I just know if I was to be invited to the Grammys, I would want people to gag, or at least think I looked good. But that's just me. All right. Let me know your thoughts down below on everything I've mentioned here. This has probably been a very long video, but y'all asked for both. So I like to give, okay? There's anything else that happened at the Grammys that I've not hit on because I mean, this morning I didn't really have much time to go through everything and try and dissect everything that happened because I didn't watch the whole show because I was asleep. Like performances and stuff, I haven't watched any, I don't think. I've watched one performance. But yeah, if you've got any other questions for me about the Grammys that I've not hit on today, let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to reply. But yeah, subscribe if you want more fashion roasts and such. Obviously, I don't tend to do these like award things very often, like where we actually go through the awards and give a shit, but I think the Grammys are something different. But I do love doing the fashion roasts. So hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to know who you guys thought was the best dressed of the evening. And can we try and keep it a positive environment in the comments? Like, I don't really want to see people being like dragging artists for winning, because at the end of the day, it's all subjective. Everyone was clearly deserved. And the thing is, music is just that, is what you enjoy and what you don't. Some artists you enjoy more than others. I don't think that means that an artist is any less deserving just because they're not your fave, you know? So please try and be respectful, as I've tried to be in this video, and I'm sorry if I've hurt anyone's feelings, but I don't think I have. But yeah. Overall, congrats to everyone on a great night. I'm sure you all had a great time. And better luck next time if you didn't win. Okay, bye.